McDonald's in Stillwater, Perkins, Perry, and Cushing. I'm loving it. Razooks Drug. Everything needed from a pharmacy through every step of life. Does your kid struggle with breathing treatments? Try our character nebulizers to make them a little less scary. Trouble keeping track of your prescriptions? Our convenient dose packs take out the guesswork, offering medication compounding to end-of-life care. Razooks Drug is here for you and all of your loved ones. Come in for a better look or just find the perfect gift at the corner of 9th and Pine, Monday through Friday 8 to 7, Saturday 9 to 2. Razooks Drug, the whole family's pharmacy.
Hello, Westside Stillwater. BankFirst has a new location at 621 South Country Club Road. We want to introduce you to our interactive teller machine. The ITM allows you to handle all of your teller transactions during business hours and 24-hour access to the ATM and night depository. BankFirst is the first to bring ITM banking technology to Stillwater. It's technology with a personal touch. We make banking easy on your hours. Stop by the new BankFirst ITM at 621 South Country Club Road. BankFirst is loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to Stillwater, and loyal to you, member FDIC.
Hi, Casey Kendrick along with Tom Dorado, inviting you to join us for Out of Bounds Weekly, Tom, from guys like Mike Boynton, Jim Littell. We've talked to basketball coaches, football coaches. We talked to softball coaches. Nobody is off the radar on this show.
No, and hopefully they want to come on as much as we want to have them on. We have a good time with it. It gives you an opportunity to get behind their program. They tell you things that you maybe might not see in the newspapers or whatever. And we just have a good time on this show. It's expanded over the years for sure. Not time-wise, but we've expanded the scope. How's that sound? The scope has been expanded.
If you want to see the expanded scope, you can really see it through Tuesday mornings at 10 o'clock, because Tuesday mornings we do a show called Out of Bounds Raw. And it is nothing but the ugliness of putting a show together. It's a lot of fun seeing that show. Then the edited versions are Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock, Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, and Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. It is Out of Bounds from our Oklahoma Ag Credit Studios, only here on TV 31.
Good morning. Welcome to the morning edition. I'm Christy Morrison. Chris Peters joins us this morning.
Howdy,
Yay! Co-host, director of Downtown Stillwater. Technological genius. I'm trying to come up with a whole bunch of different descriptions for you, but anyway, it's good to have you here.
Thanks.
It's your first time on the show?
It is. It is. Hi, kids. I'm on TV.
Oh, are they watching?
Probably not.
Oh.
They're probably sleeping. But
It'll be on again today, though. So
you know, I told them, I said, I'm going to be on TV, and they're like, okay.
yeah, but they're so used to you doing so much.
Yeah, but then I said this. Where I'm going with this. Then I said, well, it'll be on YouTube, and then they were like, oh, you're going to be on YouTube?
Yes, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Yeah.
It just explains a lot of the generational differences,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
This will
That's
be quite a
awesome.
jump. No, but I'm super excited to be here.
It was hard to get up this morning. Thunder, lightning, dark. I was like, oh, this is sleep-in
Yeah.
kind of weather. But
I was hoping to ride my bike here.
oh yeah,
Because nice in the morning.
that might have been just a little
no
dangerous
traffic.
today.
Yeah.
Plus, every time there's bicyclists that go in this kind of weather, up their back is a big old mud path where the tires go. Whoosh.
I've got full fenders.
Okay, there you go.
And I can actually, if the road is wet, I can actually stay pretty dry. But yeah, if it's raining,
yeah.
Get a little wet.
Okay, well, it's good to have you here. We're
Yeah.
glad that you're here. I know that we have a big week this week for downtown and local retailers that we're really excited to give them an opportunity to move out some inventory and get in some new inventory. And
Yeah, crazy days.
yeah, that'll be fun.
Crazy days this weekend. So most businesses it's starting Wednesday and going through Saturday. So 15th through the 18th.
Perfect.
I know downtown you'll see a bunch of businesses kind of poking their heads out like, yep, we got crazy day sales. We got crazy day sales. And so you'll see a lot of them. Every business is basically trying to adapt to whatever they can do best. So all their stuff's going to be inside. And then there's some businesses. So on 9th Avenue, right by Chris Salmon Plaza, we're actually have closed down the street to create outdoor space.
Cool.
I know it's going to be hot, but to allow some of these businesses who still may not be comfortable bringing a bunch of people inside
Sure.
to set up outside with sales tents and stuff like that, kind of like the old school crazy
Yeah, I love
days.
it. Sure.
And so plenty of outdoor space to shop around, and hopefully we'll have some like frozen treat trucks there, something like that, with some
Cool.
refreshments. And so yeah, definitely be sure to check that out, and some of the merchants and stuff that are there that everybody's got lots of stuff to sell.
That's right.
Don't worry about that.
That's right. Yeah, no, I love this idea. I appreciate you in downtown doing that. I do know community-wide, the sales also go on through Sunday. A lot of other shopping areas in the community are open Sundays, and they say that's one of their biggest days.
Interesting.
So we'll go Wednesday through Sunday community-wide, and different stores will do different things, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. First, let's go ahead and look at the weather. And as people can tell, it is super dark outside still, much darker than it typically is. Temperature is 74, dew point is 66, wind is 12 miles per hour, humidity is high at 76%. Visibility is not as good as it usually is at 8 miles. Boy, if it really does warm up to 95 today, it's going to be gross. So if the sun comes out with all this humidity, it's just going to be yucky outside. Looks like we have currently 100% chance to rain, because we can actually hear it coming down right now. So we'll see if that's going to continue throughout the day, but if that sun does come out, it's going to be pretty humid.
Yep.
Blah.
It's going to be steamy.
It is. We're going to thank our friends at Stillwater Medical Center for bringing us the weather today. We're going to go to commercial break, come back, talk more about what's going on downtown Stillwater with Chris Peters right after this.
No matter what comes our way, we'll always put you first. You're more than a patient. You're someone we care about. And we're working hard every day to keep you safe and continue to give you the best care so you can feel comfortable here. Not because Stillwater Medical is a healthcare provider, but because we're your provider. And we're ready to see you and serve you right here at home.
Where do you go for computer help? Gigabytes. Gigabyte staff are experts in virus removal, software updates, and faster running computers. Gigabytes also provides small business support and network support, including websites. And they do laptop screen replacements, and they do all kinds of cosmetic repairs as well. Whatever your computer needs, they are the ones that can provide you with the answers and solutions to get you up and running. Gigabytes, 918 South Main, open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, or call 533-1715.
Debbie, I need Tylenol.
Ashley, that way. Lance, that way. Brittany, that way. Casey, that way. Good shifting.
Boss,
What?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Charlie's Discount Drug, where we know our customers by name.
Kent and Barbara Houck have been saying they're a one-stop shop for many years. In 1951, the Houck Agency began insuring Oklahomans and since has expanded to insure people in 11 states across the country. The Houck Agency can find the policy that fits your needs, from business health coverage, individual health, home, auto, and long-term health care policies. They have a staff that can take care of financial planning, including retirement and investing. And Barbara Houck has been a realtor for over 35 years, and her contacts helped her buy and sell homes and commercial properties across the state. One-stop shop, the Houck Agency, 801 South Main in Stillwater. Call statewide toll-free at 800-543-8588. The Houck Agency, when experience counts.
Seth is totally messing with us this morning. Welcome back. Chris Peters and I are having a great time. I didn't realize this, but that you also have a history with Apple. You have a history with Fox News.
Yes.
And actually, you might need to write a book on that experience. He had me dying laughing.
They're both quite diverging stories. But Fox News just in Oklahoma City, not national Fox.
Yeah, but it's still pretty different.
Yeah.
Seth has history with major network news as well, and this is just much different. We are, like, It's so funny when people are nervous to come on. I always say, I'm not Katie Couric. I'm not going to make you cry. This is just a conversation. We're very chillax here. And so it's just really about getting local news out to local people. And it does go to the Stillwater, Perry, Perkins, Cushing, Drumright areas, which is nice, specifically talking about our downtown. And I'm so thankful that there is a position again, because I think that helps, particularly for communication between our office and the downtown merchants and retailers and restaurants, and it's just so much communication just goes a long way. And when we know what's going on, and that's just been so beneficial to help get the word out. We have some great boutique shops and unique places to shop
For sure.
and to go hang out here in Stillwater.
Yeah, downtown is really special. I mean, the interesting thing of how our whole program, begins with the Main Street program was, back in the early 80s. And I mean, Stillwater had a Main Street program from 1989 to 2007.
Yeah.
And you were around.
I was on the board, actually.
Oh, okay. See, I got to pick her brain more. Do you, we are, we've got some room on our board, by the way. We could use some more help. But historic preservation of these downtowns that, in the 70s and stuff like that were just being abandoned. And so, it's been some time. There's been some efforts with the previous bid, downtown's getting a little bit better, and a little bit better. But we still got a long ways we can go, getting even more businesses and hopefully more activities and way down the road, hopefully more people like actually living in this area to build up that core. And it also really ties in with the, a little bit of the vision for that campus link connection from campus to downtown. And we got to have stuff that is, going to attract people that want to come, downtown. And like I said, we've got a lot of great businesses that are doing it, but we could use more.
So the Main Street program is through the Department of Commerce?
Correct.
Okay, and so we're back into that structure where we are partnering with them and a member of. Okay.
So there's the Oklahoma Main Street, and then there's the National, which is through the National Historic Trust, and so we have access to a network of other communities, and that's what the really amazing thing is, to go and talk to other downtowns and stuff that face the same challenges we face. And sharing information and like, hey, we did this event, we did this thing, we did this mural on this wall or something like that, and how did you do that?
Right.
Who did you have to? You need to. Hey, you're gonna have an artist go paint a mural on the wall. By the way, you might want to make sure you have this covered, and stuff like that. And
exactly.
And it's nice to have the resource of outside communities all working together.
True. There's very few new ideas out there.
Yeah.
You go find something that works for somebody and tweak it to work for you.
Correct.
And I am such a big believer in those networking opportunities and those relationships that you build, because they can save your community a lot of time and money just because you're not recreating it. You're adapting it to yourself.
Exactly. We don't have to recreate the wheel.
Exactly.
And that was the main reason for us rejoining the Main Street program, is it was an already wheel, and we can kind of tweak it to what works best for Stillwater. But we didn't have to start from scratch. And I felt like a lot of people, because especially some of the businesses that were here before there was a Main Street, was like, well, we've been there, done that type of thing. And it's like, let's try it again.
Exactly.
And we got a bunch of younger businesses and stuff too now in here, and business owners that are trying to get involved, and they want that cohesion. They want downtown to be a district where, kind of like Cheers, everybody knows your name.
Yeah, exactly.
And but there's no like, what are you doing for this sale? What are you doing? Like, everybody's a little bit more in tune with each other.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Chris, let's go to commercial.
Okay.
When we come back, let's circle back around to Crazy Days. Talk a little bit about what's going on this week in downtown.
Okay.
There'll be a lot of folks wandering around trying to find some sales, back to school clothes.
Yep.
Who knows what, but we have it all downtown. We'll find out more right after these messages.
McDonald's is introducing its new signature crafted bacon smokehouse sandwiches, starting with an artisan roll, sweet mustard sauce, breaded onion strings, 3 strips of sweet barbecue bacon, white cheddar, and your choice of 100% never frozen beef patty, buttermilk crispy chicken, or choose the grilled chicken. 3 new mouth-watering options from McDonald's. And don't forget about their new cold brew coffee and cold brew frappes. Great anytime frozen treats. In Stillwater, Perkins, Perry, and Cushing. I'm loving it.
Hello, Westside Stillwater. BankFirst has a new location at 621 South Country Club Road. We want to introduce you to our interactive teller machine. The ITM allows you to handle all of your teller transactions during business hours and 24-hour access to the ATM and night depository. BankFirst is the first to bring ITM banking technology to Stillwater. It's technology with a personal touch. We make banking easy on your hours. Stop by the new BankFirst ITM at 621 South Country Club Road. BankFirst is loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to Stillwater, and loyal to you, member FDIC.
No matter what comes our way, we'll always put your safety and care first. Not because Stillwater Medical is a healthcare provider, but because we're your provider. And we're here for you.
Welcome to America's friendliest college town. Wherever you go, you'll always find a friendly face.
TV 31's The Morning Edition, Out of Bounds, and the Stillwater High School Coaches Show are now on Facebook. Keep up with Stillwater and OSU on your schedule by catching the latest episodes when you're ready to watch. Just subscribe to the TV 31 Stillwater Facebook page and have the shows delivered to you.
Exactly. Welcome back to the Morning Edition. Chris and I are having all kinds of philosophical discussions. In fact, it might have been a good show called The Commercial Break.
All the outtakes.
Yes, oh, that is true. Well, we were talking about all the different areas in Stillwater because we do have several shopping areas spread out throughout the community, and we're talking about how our community is so unique in that we are fairly small. We have a major university, and how kind of things ebb and flow throughout the year. So one thing people, though, have really become accustomed to is Crazy Days, the 3rd week of July. And it typically coincides with the OSU field days, the Big 3 field days on campus. And when you have people that are looking for back-to-school sales or just sales.
I know.
I mean, we've been getting calls since, February because people plan to come to Stillwater this week because they just like the sales.
I know. So I also worked at OSU at the university
did you? Okay.
store for about 4 years. So I was the technology supervisor there with Bryson Baker,
Yeah.
the owner of Everyman, was
Sure.
my manager, which is kind of fun. We're now both downtown in
How
various
funny.
ways.
I didn't even realize that.
But yeah, I came from Apple. He came from Best Buy. That was interesting in the game. But we ran the technology store there, and so that was my first introduction to Crazy Days. Was, hey, there's this summer sale going on. You got stuff to sell. So every time when we used it to sell like phone cases, like, all right, it's a couple-year-old phone. We need to sell those, and we hauled it all to the stadium, filled up the stadium with sales.
Boy, you did too.
And then I learned that was also probably the best time to buy any OSU gear.
75% off.
Yeah, just walk in, everything 75% off, real easy. So that was my introduction. So my introduction to Crazy Days for the first 4 years was working out like in a hot stadium or somewhere, moving stuff around and helping them set all that stuff up, and actually being on the sales side. And that store did a lot of business on Crazy Days.
Oh, there's no doubt. And now you're kind of helping on the backside, helping all the downtown folks.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of them, I've been friends with Nancy and Terry Monroe down at Murphy's for probably 30 years now.
They
and
are a fount of
they know it,
knowledge
don't they?
and information.
They sure are.
And sometimes they remember like
I was on
some
that
of the
board
stuff.
with Terry.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. They've been really really helpful to me and to the downtown. So.
Yeah, everybody's very supportive of each other, and I think retailers that have been in retail for quite some time, they realize the more retail around isn't additional competition necessarily. No. It is definitely more feet, more people walking around, and more opportunity. And that's what I've loved about the community of downtown. And they've always been very supportive of each other.
Yeah. Even, allowing, like to me, downtown, Main Street, it belongs, it's kind of the heart of the community that belongs to everybody.
Right, I agree.
And that it's a space that other, different types of merchants and stuff can all come together. But then also kind of an event space too.
Sure.
Because we don't really have a town square like Perry or something like that. I mean, our closest little central gathering area right now would probably be Chris Salmon Plaza.
Sure.
Eventually, Block 34 might get there as far as park wise and stuff, and that'll be great. But it really is the one area like are you good? I guess unless you're Walmart, you're gonna do a movie theater in the parking lot. Have you seen that?
Yes, I have.
I don't think that's coming to our
That would be cool, though, wouldn't it?
No, I mean, they make drive-in movie theater in the parking lot. That's one way to reuse that parking lot. But you're not going to go, they don't go and throw events in there. You're not going hanging out in the parking lot, even if it's empty.
I agree.
With stuff, unless it's maybe a carnival. But downtown is, to me, an event space. And it always has been. I mean, look at the parades.
Oh,
our favorite things in Stillwater happen
surround around
Main
downtown.
They just do, it is definitely hard to think of like some of that stuff not happening this year.
Oh yeah, and I choose not to because I'm living in a world of denial right now. But it's so
that's
fun.
That's why we've got these.
Yeah,
we're going to try these.
That's exactly right. We are very fortunate in the fact that I have traveled to many communities around the country for one reason or another, and it is somewhat unusual to have a live, vibrant, active downtown. And so we are very fortunate in that regard.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Hey, let's go to commercial. One more commercial break. We'll come back. We'll look at the extended forecast, wrap things up with Chris, and give out some contact information in case you're curious about what's going on. We'll tell you how you can find out right after this.
The Hideaway since 1957. The Hideaway is famous for a lot of things, including their off-the-charts fried mushrooms, incredible service, unbeatable lunch specials, and of course the one-of-a-kind pizza. Stillwater's pizza tradition begins and ends here, from the big country to the pizza of the gods. And even the sizes are famous, from the mini personal to the big kahuna. Like us on Facebook for unique offers, lunch or dinner, dine in, pick up, or delivery. The Hideaway, 230 South Mount Block, or call 372-4777. More than a restaurant, it's a tradition. Have been saying they're a one-stop shop for many years. In 1951, the Houck Agency began insuring Oklahomans and since has expanded to insure people in 11 states across the country. The Houck Agency can find the policy that fits your needs, from business health coverage, individual health, home, auto, and long-term health care policies. They have a staff that can take care of financial planning, including retirement and investing. And Barbara Houck has been a realtor for over 35 years, and her contacts helped her buy and sell homes and commercial properties across the state. One-stop shop, the Houck Agency, 801 South Main in Stillwater. Call statewide toll-free at 800-543-8588. The Houck Agency, when experience counts.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
It's a long story.
That's okay. I got time if you got time.
I'm surprised to hear you say you're high energy. Not at all surprised to hear that.
The other ones would be, they would probably, if I really pushed them on it, they would go, dude, so you're a hypocrite.
TV 31 is your local station. For coverage of news, weather, sports, and entertainment, stay tuned to TV 31. Here's what's coming up tonight.
Welcome back to the Morning Edition. Chris Peters is here representing downtown Stillwater. Great organization. I'm so glad that we are back with an organized group because I know it's helping out a lot of folks, and it definitely is almost a case study, and communication is so important to make things happen and to run smoothly.
Yep.
So I know a lot of people are appreciative of you stepping in and making that happen.
Well, I mean, I'm insanely happy to be here and to be helping out. It's not necessarily something that I was like, this is what I want to do when I grow up. But the thing that I found, especially in like most of my background is retail and more on the retail technology side. But got to dab in restaurant and food stuff with 1907.
Yes.
And that was really the like thing that gelled. Like, okay, we're gonna try and do this thing downtown. Should we have picked downtown as a place? Should we have instead tried to open up in Edmond? Should we have done all these things? But we wanted to be downtown because we knew that like we wanted to be this was the place. This was going to be the up and coming place, and other things happened and ruined that. But it was a challenge being downtown. So and just knowing the retail, and like I've been friends with Bobby and Crystal over at District Bicycles, since the original bicycle race they put on downtown.
Yeah.
I was in the first one. I was like almost next to last on finishing, but I finished.
But I was going to say that you finished.
I finished. And so I've got a lot of friends and people that I care about, and it was like, okay, I think we can do something to work together. And one thing turns into another, and then it's like, I initially like, yeah, we need this, but I was like, I don't necessarily think I should be the one to like lead this. And then everybody was like, but you already are. And I was like, okay.
No, it's been great. In fact, it's been super helpful to our office for sure.
Yeah.
So we do really appreciate that. There's no doubt. I keep looking over your shoulder because there's lightning that keeps striking over there. So let's go ahead and take a moment, listen or hear from our friends at Stillwater Medical Center. Come back, look at the extended forecast here in just a moment.
No matter what comes our way, we'll always put you first. You're more than a patient. You're someone we care about. And we're working hard every day to keep you safe and continue to give you the best care so you can feel comfortable here. Not because Stillwater Medical is a healthcare provider, but because we're your provider. And we're ready to see you and serve you right here at home.
There we go. There is a live look downtown Stillwater. Boy, that looks ominous, doesn't it? It's raining. We can hear it raining. We were talking about Lake McMurtry, which is outstanding. And that was probably a wet weekend, Chris, to take the family. But I'm sure you still had fun.
Yeah, we didn't stay in the tents. We set up the tents. It started raining. And then when we heard, they're like, are those tornado sirens? And pulled out the phones and was like, okay, yep, hop in the car.
Were they really?
I don't know.
I missed all that.
I don't know, but it was, and then all the lightning.
That's a little spooky.
So we left.
He's telling me to hurry up, I think. Okay, so temperature sitting at 74, dew point at 66, winds 12 miles per hour, humidity is sitting at 76%. It's going to be mostly sunny, I guess, later today. And if it does get sunny and 95, whoo, it's going to be humid. It's definitely pouring right now. We'll find out the extended forecast looks like this. Tomorrow, 100 degrees, 96 on Wednesday, Thursday, 98, 99 on Friday. That's just pretty consistent right there.
Hey, but I think for crazy days, if we're like slightly below 100, I'll take that.
Well, it's so funny that people are like, oh, it's just going to be so hot. I'm like, I've been involved in crazy days since 1990. And it was going on for
that was just yesterday.
10 or 20 years before that. So it's always been hot during crazy days. That's just kind of the thing.
Yeah.
So we'll just move along with it and have a good time and go ring some registers and help out our local retailers.
Yeah, no, I could start listing off names of retailers that their usual buy time is right there like in January. And so they're going to have a lot of stuff for sale, and I'm sure it's going to be some of the best deals because they need to get rid of it. And the best thing you can do is help them do that. Come downtown, go visit all the shops around Stillwater and stuff they're doing that, but they need they could use some sales.
Exactly. Chris, thanks so much for being here.
Yeah.
We'll get you on more consistently so we can talk about what's going
boy.
on downtown. It'll be fun.
Okay.
On behalf of Chris Peters and myself, have a wonderful Monday. Stay dry out there, and we hope to see you bright and early tomorrow morning right here on TV 31.